Hey everyone, Nathan from Aussie Green Thumb here, and today we're going to be setting up the Mr. Stacky Hydroponic Garden Tower.
The Mr. Stacky Garden Tower that we're reviewing today is solar powered, has 5 levels of UV treated planters, totaling 20 pods, and has a heavy duty trolley which makes it easy to move around if needed. It uses a hydroponic system to help grow lots of vegetables and other plants with very little work in a small amount of space. Hydroponics is a type of horticulture where you grow plants without soil by using nutrient and mineral dense water. In the box we received everything needed to build the garden, plus a solar panel and motor, a block of coco coir as the growing medium, perlite and the nutrients. In this video I will take you through the setup process of the garden, how it's stacked up with growing veggies, tips I wish I knew before I started, and my final verdict. Before we get started, this is a quick note to let you know that Aussie Green Thumb has a bunch of really cool videos to come, including interviews, how-tos for gardening product reviews and much more. So click subscribe to stay in the loop.
So here we've got our 5 kilos of coco coir, which we're just going to put in the bucket, and this takes about 5 minutes to absorb the water, so you want about 65 to 70 litres in here. And so at the moment that's like a rock, so that'll soften up. So in the meantime we'll just get going on this. What we've got is our pump here, which we've got this little bit which is going to screw on. So we've got this end which is going to draw onto the pump, and we've got our conduits. Just want to get that nice and firm on there. I always like to leave just a little bit of slack. So that's the base done. So now we'll see how this coir is going. Alright, so we've got these granules here, which are good for aeration and helping the plants grow. They are optional, but they're you get better results with them. So I suggest you put them all in and then you give them a good stir through. Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll fill the planters with the coir. So you want to pack it firmly, but you don't want to push it down and pack it tight. You just want to let it set itself in and it'll sort itself out. Okay, so that's our planter done. So what we want to do now is give the coir a good soak in through and it'll settle down into the planters. So what we want to do while we're doing this is just open up the valve, turn it down, so all the excess water with the coir gets flushed out. We don't want it sitting in the reservoir. We're just finishing up wetting these down. So as you can see, they've all given a good soak in and then they settle down into position. So now you just let the reservoir empty completely. I'll just clean the top of this. Alright, so now this has been cleaned out. You can see this is barely trickling. You can see that some of the coir came out on the floor. So before we fill the reservoir up, which is the next step, just turn this back up. Otherwise, as you fill it up, it's just going to keep coming out. So, and then just fill it up. There's 2 holes on top to fill it up from. reservoir is full, you can watch the line as it comes up. So now, as you can see, just here we've got a bit of cocoa coir in the pipe. So we just want to flush it out before we put the head sprinkler on. Plug this in. It's got a flat side, so it just goes straight in. Then just face it to the sun. There you can see it's coming out, so it's cleaning the system. So just turn that around and it stops working. And then we can just screw this on. And then that's it. We will set up our seedlings and then we're finished. Alright, so now you can either plant your seeds before you stack your planter up, or you can do it at the end. I prefer to do it at the end just so I don't bump the seedlings at the end. So you don't want to take over all the soil that it comes with. You want to loosen up the roots and just knock off some of the soil. And that's pretty much it. And then that's very good to plant. So this one here is pak choi. So to plant, you just we'll just put this one down here. Just want to dig a little hole. And you want to let the seedling rest in the hole, not be squished at the bottom. So you want to make sure it's deep enough. And then you can just fill it back around. And just give it a little firm push, and that's it. So in the instructions from Mr. Stacky, they have a great list of how to plant things. So tomatoes, you put 2 to 3 per clover. So lettuce, put 3 to 5. And so you can grow multiple plants in one thing, and then after 3 to 4 weeks, you pull out the weaker ones and let the other 2 or 3 go to maturity. So this way, if a plant doesn't survive, you don't have an empty section, which I think is quite good. Okay, so I'll do the rest of these and plant these in, and then that's about it. Then we'll put it in position. Now all of our seedlings are planted. We've got the solar panel set up, which comes with a little plastic kickstand. So for the seedlings, they recommend a slow drip. And we've got 2 bottles of our nutrients. So these were just salt crystals. So you just add water, give them a good shake. Once the crystals have fully dissolved, then add for seedlings 150 mils of each bottle into the reservoir. And if you plant mature plants, like we have done with the mint and the strawberry, it's 300 milligrams. But we're just going to put the 150 in because the rest are seedlings. And so there you have it. So set it up in position, put the lock on your wheel, and then set the solar panel up into a nice place where it gets a lot of sun, and try to get 3 to 8 hours sunlight, direct sunlight for your planter. And now, if you need to, you can just spin it around and turn it to where you want, so all the plants get some direct sun.
This is the garden after 6 days. This is day 11. Day 13. This is day 20. And this is after 4 months. At day 20, we had a lot of growth, and I trimmed the larger outer leaves of the plants to give them a chance to really take off. I used the cut-in in a salad, and although small, this became my first harvest. Over the next few weeks and months, I managed to do a large harvest of lettuce, spinach, and bok choy every couple of weeks, as well as using herbs and rocket from the garden almost every day.
Alright, so it's now been 6 weeks of growing some seedlings in Mrs. Stacky, and as you can see, it's going great. So we've been harvesting the rocket every 3 or 4 days. We've had, I think, 2 really big harvests from this, but we mainly just come out and just take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, quite often every few days, especially for the coriander, the rocket, and the parsley. It's gone really well, and the mint. So this product, we have these sticks here. We had some issues with birds trying to get our strawberries, and they were messing up the garden, and so we're putting nets on and off. We're thinking we're just going to remove the strawberries for next time, because moving them on and off, we've damaged a few of the plants. You can see there's a cos lettuce over here which we've broken. We snapped down the bottom. It got caught in the thing because we had bigger leaves. So having the nets is a bit of a detriment to it. So apart from that, it's gone really well. It's on wheels, so you can easily, we've got our back deck here, so we just easily move it. When there's more sun, we move it down a bit, but we have a position now where it's in the best sun throughout the day, so we don't have to move it at all. But then if we're entertaining, we can just move it to the side out of the way, which I think is really good. It's got these nice long hoses, so when it drips down, it's right near the soil. It doesn't touch any of the plants on the way down with the nutrients or the drips. And because they don't move at all, because it's one piece and the wheels move, that stays in position all the time, which is quite convenient. It's a well-made product. We haven't had any issues with it. It's doing really well. We're very happy with it. It's an easy system to empty the nutrients out and refill, which I've done once every 2 weeks for this guy, and you can see the plants are loving it. It's easy to do. We've planted some more seeds in here, just as these ones have either been damaged or are coming to a bit of the end of a life, just mainly because we've damaged them. But yeah, the pump works well. The solar panel's great. So yeah, it's people that are short on space and short on time. I think it's a great product. So next time, I wouldn't grow. We've got some spring onions here and some chives and some leeks. I wouldn't grow them. I think it's just better to buy them from a shop. If you have space, plant them in soil, because like a 1-time, 2-time sort of thing. But the pak choy and bok choy, I think is great. Rocket, herbs. I've got some baby spinach. Like the mint is just going gangbusters. Like I've never eaten so much mint in my life. We've planted some carrots because they say you can, and we love carrot tops. So we haven't planted these for the actual carrots. We want the carrot tops. I'll probably plant those again. I wouldn't plant cucumbers and zucchinis. I actually think they go well in the system. It's just the wrong time of year for us to grow them. And we've got some cabbages growing. So, but I think planting things that you can pick and pick again and pick again and pick again, like the rocket, the herbs like the coriander, the parsley, the thyme, the baby spinach, the ones that grow really fast. I think that's what we'll be growing next time. Just mainly herbs and leafy greens. Yeah, I really like this product. As you can see, it grows well. It's super low maintenance. It's very easy. I recommend it. I think it's great. Easy setup, simple instructions to follow, and yeah, it produces great results.
We ended up building a framed net to protect the plants from birds, and this is the progress after 4 months. We have some seedlings growing amongst the garden so that we don't have any dead time without growing. The plants are growing really well. We harvest almost every day and always have fresh greens with our meals with hardly any effort. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more gardening videos.